Meantime, now to things not to do while you're in the middle of delicate deal negotiations with the United States. How about showing off your military might with calls for death to America and death to Israel, or having a senior commander rule out any nuclear inspections at military sites, or, if that's not good enough, how about the Ayatollah saying this whole nuclear thing, it's a myth drummed up by the United States. Jed Babin says these are the guys with whom we're negotiating. Well, maybe we should stop negotiating, Jed, but these are the guys with whom we're negotiating.
Well, that's the problem. I mean, we shouldn't be negotiating with these guys. We can't trust them. They do hate us. You know, these guys, we teach our kids to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." They teach their kids to chant "Death to America." It's the same sort of deal for them. And they are dedicated to our destruction. They're dedicated to Israel's destruction. Why are we negotiating with them? There's no chance that this deal can come off in the way that's going to benefit American security. It just isn't.
But why do you think they're operating in this manner? Because especially if you're in the middle of delicate negotiations or you want to see this thing approved, or maybe you're just buying time, you don't want to rattle anyone's cage, right? Whether you like this president or not, but rattle away they are. What do you make of that?
Well, it's not just rattling his cage. They have great confidence, evidenced by the concessions that Obama has made and is making, that they can push him farther. They see no reason to back down. And frankly, in their position, I'd probably do the same thing. Why negotiate from a position of equality when you've got a position of strength, you can push the other side around, and you can get more concessions? That's really what they're doing.
All right, but from their vantage point, they must feel then that this is a deal they can well lose. You know, now that it looks like Congress isn't too keen about it, or certainly is going to have oversight of it, they might not be getting their ways. You'd think they'd be retrenching a little bit or retreating. I don't know which one, but something. What do you make of this?
Well, I think they're reading us pretty well. I mean, Congress has basically defaulted. The Corker bill stands the Constitution on its head and reverses the order of what you're supposed to do in considering a treaty. It requires two-thirds agreement to kill it rather than two-thirds agreement to actually ratify it. So that is absolutely irrelevant to what's going on. Obama has indicated that he will give them almost anything to achieve this supposed legacy of his, and they're just doing what they always do. They push and push until someone stands up to them, and no one's standing up to them, Neil. Not one person. You know, what you've got now is a situation where the only people who are having any qualms about it are French. You know, are we really reliant on French courage to have this thing turn out the right way? That doesn't seem like a really good bet to me.
Jed Babin, thank you very much. We appreciate it. I want to switch again to that territory not too far from Jed right now.